Alright guys, welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today we're going to be talking XRP. So it's an interesting one, recent developments on XRP. So on this particular chart guys, we have XRP paired up with USDT. We're using the BitGet spot exchange of course, and guys if you haven't yet signed up to BitGet, what are you waiting for? Check it out, the affiliate link is in the description down below. It's a fantastic platform. I use it for all of my leverage based trading, including for XRP, and of course spot trading up to 95% of my spot trades are done now on BitGet. I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you'll find down there. It's a fantastic platform, really easy to use, and as I said before, I've said it again, it's always great to have access to more exchanges. So guys, why not check it out? Affiliate link in the description below. Some fantastic offers available for anyone who wants to use that link, up to $8,000 depending on how much you deposit and trade on the platform. Check it out guys. I say it's always great to have a backup exchange as well for when times get tough. So check it out. Let's jump right into the video here for XRP. So we saw the finishing structure for our ABC. We can see that here, A, B, and then we had the move to the downside. We finished that off yesterday, and then we obviously moved up towards equilibrium, and this is cool. So we can see here we broke above the 50 EMA, we come up to equilibrium just below the 200 EMA and got rejected. Right now we're back below the 50 EMA, and we are in an oversold position. Okay, so it's looking interesting. I still suspect that we've got further downside. As I said yesterday, we're looking at 60 to 63 cent. In an ideal world we actually would be a little bit deeper than that, but we'll kind of leave it there for now and see how that one kind of plays out. In terms of our current move to the downside here, it is looking quite interesting to me. So let's bring this to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, what we're looking for here is we can see the 15 minutes looking actually reasonably bearish here. Cross on the 50 and 200 EMA there, but we can see an interesting kind of structure. It almost looks like we have a three-wave pattern here, a consolidation phase, and a continuation phase, and then another three-wave drop coming in here as well. It looks like it's potentially actually complete, and so that's going to be an interesting thing to kind of keep an eye on. So if I kind of bring this back to our hourly chart, we can see this as a potential complete structure. Okay, it doesn't have any of those impulsions to it, I don't believe. Far too short of a wave 3 and stuff like that. So for the most part, I think it's just we can kind of easily wrap this up as a three-wave pattern that looks like this. Okay, and therefore I reckon another test of equilibrium is coming. Okay, now I think ultimately though, if I remove that, we haven't yet finished our entire move to the downside. I think we probably have a three-wave pattern that will look like this by the time it actually finishes, and then from there I think we'll have another break upwards where we will go above the 200 EMA. So I reckon it will be something to this effect, probably pushing these higher ranges again. But again, it's a little too soon to know, but I would suspect that considering we're looking for this lower price action down here towards the 60s, because of our bigger macro, which you can see from over here, right? We have this bigger macro piece going on. That we have a three-wave pattern to put into here. Okay, so we've completed the A wave potentially, or a W wave. We're coming up into an X wave, and then we're going to come down into a Y. Okay, this one's over here, it's a little bit messy. Let me get rid of that for a second. And in fact, I'll get rid of that as well. You can kind of see that we have a lot of kind of corrective patterns going on within here, and this is going to be no exception. I expect that we're probably going to test these highs a little bit, and then come on down. Hopefully we'll go into this range nicely, but we might just narrowly tap the 63 cent range. It'll be interesting to kind of see how that plays out on the 1 hour time frame. Now, we can see down here, this area, I marked this up yesterday, I think, 67 to 68 cent. This area is basically an area of demand, and again we can see that here, tapping into it and then moving right back up again. This is an understanding that yes, this is a highly demand-driven price area. Okay, however, we've tapped into it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times now. We're churning through the buy orders. This is not going to hold for support terribly too much longer, and I suspect that we will break on down towards the 60 cent range. I've been talking about this for quite some time now, so I think pretty much since we had this initial bounce over here into this initial range of 67, 68, I suspected that we had to come down towards the 60s. And also this is an area of interest to me let me find the actual here. This one actually shows it at 53 to 58 cent. Previous area of support that was resistance that I'm looking to turn into support. So essentially for XRP, that's kind of where things sit, right? I suspect that we are going to be heading into these ranges. The route on how we get there is going to be the only thing that's going to be up for debate, right? Because structures will change, people's behaviors will change, and Elliott wave theory is just tracking people's behavior. So as we kind of track that behavior in the price action, it might morph, it might change, but I think ultimately the macro is still on target. We're still looking for those lows, and I'm still talking about that 60 to 63 cent, at least on this particular level. I'd like it to go down and tap into that previous area of resistance so that we can get confirmation that it's support, and if it doesn't, then it's going to potentially cause a problem for us later. But for now, I think, considering where we are, it's not actually holding up too badly. Now, as you can kind of see, I've marked it up here as a previous area of demand. We had our C wave high, so we are looking for a nice corrective pattern. And the issue that would have if we do not go down to the 58 cent range is that we might find that all of this here just becomes a bounce, and then we break down even deeper later, basically losing the support level. And we don't really want to do that. So we want to make sure that we can get a nice structured move that comes and turns previous resistance into support, or previous supply areas into new demand areas. So that's kind of what we want to see. We want to see that kind of unfold. And of course, all of this is on our journey to a bigger macro to the upside. So as I kind of come up to our weekly time frame for XRP, we can see here great growth potential. Now, it's not like great in the way that we say, or you see other influencers across Twitter, for example, saying that XRP is going to, $10,000, $50,000, right? It's nothing like that. It gives us a reasonable expectation on price based on people's current behavior within the price action. And this behavior that I'm tracking goes from March 2020 through to current. And so this particular pattern of behavior tells us that we have a probability somewhere between 557 and 1125. So in terms of price action in the future, it's going to be pretty reasonable. Of course, that's not going to be as many gains as maybe you might see from other cryptocurrency projects, but it's still going to be pretty significant gains nonetheless. Now, of course, we might see some fantastic FOMO from the back of the SEC. That's not really inside this price data. All we have inside this price data really is bearishness. If we think about Jay Clayton in 2020 dropping the lawsuit, stunting the growth of it in the bullish market of 2021, bearish market continuing the way that it has done. And so for the most part, we haven't really seen what kind of FOMO might look like for the XRP price action. Now, it could be that this kind of corrective pattern towards the end turns into, morphs into something really, really powerful. And it could basically maybe break out of this structure that we currently have mapped here and becomes an impulsive structure, in which case, maybe we'll target out some of those higher ranges. But for now, that's not really visible to us. It's all just speculation, right? We don't know how things are going to play out. And all we do know based on the current information that we have to hand, or the data that we currently have to hand, is that the price candlesticks and the behavior of how those candlesticks were formed is basically telling us 557 to 1121. Now, of course, there are other data points that we look at, such as the on-chain data, which we have available for our members over on membership.𝗕𝗘𝗪crypto.io. So if you're not a member, you can, of course, take advantage of a 7-day free trial and get access to the things that we have to offer. There's some fantastic things in my opinion, but, I'll let you guys decide as to whether or not you think there's value in that. Obviously, we do it in multiple different currencies, so you can choose your currencies and whichever currency you want to kind of become a member in and all that kind of stuff. But in here, there's something called data. This is something that you have to kind of get as a data add-on or from this what they call a mega pack here, and basically includes absolutely everything. Okay, so if we go over to the data, we have something for XRP here, and this will load up basically, it's going to look quite bad because I haven't sorted out dark mode for this yet, but it's going to load up the on-chain data for XRP, right? And I'll make this a little bit bigger for you guys so you can see it on the video a little bit easier. We obviously have our general overview. I don't want to go through this again, but basically this just shows you kind of all the ins and the outs. Some of the most important things here to note are the circulating supply and the market cap, although market cap is only really driven from price multiplied by supply. So we know that that's a theoretical number. It's not actually that important. Days since its all-time high and its percentage down from all-time high, they're quite important numbers. But the main thing I really want to focus in on is the average transaction value is $3,513, and the average fee is 0.0037 XRP, which I find quite astonishing. Basically, in the last 24 hours, there were 738,000 transactions, and it only cost $1,918. I find that absolutely astonishing. That is why XRP is designed to move money, right? Unlike Ethereum, unlike Bitcoin, where those numbers are absolutely astonishing, XRP it's fit for purpose. It does exactly what it's designed to do. It moves money from point A to point B very, very efficiently, right? And so that's really important. But we have liquidations also, so you can track, where all the liquidations are. Is it long positions, short positions getting liquidated? But really, it's the wallets that are really important, because this helps us track where big money is coming in or coming out of XRP. So here we can see lots of different size wallets. So everything from 0.001 all the way through to 1 million XRP per wallet, right? And so if I go to the 1 million XRP per wallet, there are 2,113 wallets that have over 1 million XRP in them. Okay, now there is a 0.05% decrease in that in the last 7 days. There is a 0.61% decrease in that in the last 30 days. However, over a 90-day period, it's up 0.19%. Over a 180-day period, it's up 2.57%. And over a 365-day period, it is up 12.75%. This is telling us that people are accumulating XRP at the wealthier side of the spectrum. Okay, that means big investors are coming in and buying up XRP. You can see the same story on the 100,000 XRP per wallet. 21.81% over a 365-day period. Okay, very, very important. 10,000 XRP is up 31.94% in 365 days, right? And so when we kind of reflect on the price action and we start thinking, okay, well, where's things going? Well, it's got a lot of backing from a lot of really heavy investors. So I think there's going to be some pretty significant changes to the upside. Even though we can't see it necessarily from the price action itself directly, we can see that the on-chain data supports the idea that actually there's a lot of focus on XRP and it's happening at quite a wealthy level. And if those guys are backing it, I suspect we're going to see some pretty nice juicy gains in the future. Now, of course, there's going to be some immense selling pressure when it comes to XRP as well. All those people who have been buying up into those large wallets for XRP, well, at some point they will be selling. They'll be looking for liquidity to sell too. Now, they don't need vast amounts of X's, right? They're not talking about putting $1,000 in and trying to turn that into $1 million. They're putting millions of dollars in and they're looking for, a few X's. They'll be quite happy to see this thing go to $2. $3. And so we're going to see some immense selling pressure at some point in the future as well. The question becomes, is there going to be enough retail to soak up that selling pressure to continue its rally to the upside? And I think there will be, but again, we just entered the world of speculation at that point. I'm going to wrap this video up there though, guys. So if you have found it useful, smash the like button. If you're new, subscribe. And guys, if you haven't joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check that out, linked in the description below. Don't forget to sign up to BitGet. Honestly, guys, it's really important. We do talk about this in the bull market a little bit more than we do in the bear market, but it's important to have signed up to, or be signed up to as many exchanges as possible. Even if you don't use them right away, at some point you're going to want to use those exchanges. In a bullish market, it's really hard to log on to some of these platforms as demand has increased. The downtimes on the servers, the bandwidth, all those things become issues. Every single bull market is an issue. Don't get caught out. Make sure you have access to many, many different exchanges, including BitGet, using our affiliate link in the description down below. And if you want access to our data for the on-chain aspects of XRP, then why not become a member? Check out everything we have to offer there on a 7-day free trial. The link for that is also in the description below. Until the next one though, guys, have a fantastic day. We are not financial advisors. None of what we have communicated verbally or in writing here should be considered as financial advice. It is not. Do your own research before investing in any digital asset or affiliate offers, and understand that investing in any crypto is risky. If you do, you need to be prepared to lose your entire investment. This video is for information and entertainment purposes only. All our videos are strictly personal opinions. Please make sure you do your own research and never take our opinions for financial guidance. There are multiple strategies, and not all strategies fit all people. Our videos are not financial advice.